There. Yep, start. Okay.
We can't control people, places, or things. A simple yet not easy term used in a program that helps others recover from their issues, and a term that can cause so much freedom for one who suffers from the demands and approval of others. Have you ever struggled with the desire to feel wanted or desired? Most people have. Ever since I was young, I've struggled with the immensity of wanting a man to be the answer to every one of my problems, and I know so many other women feel the same way. To put a man as a solution to a problem is to hold too high of an expectation onto anyone. The numbing factor is that I knew all along that only God could fill the void that I thought a man could fill. I stand here in front of you today saying that there is a solution for the need for love addiction validation, and that you can bring forth healing through the right indicated action. Individuals have struggled with this issue for a long time, yet there is hope. This speech will discuss what love addiction is, the factors behind love addiction, what one can do for love addiction, and how God can redeem someone who struggles with love addiction. Sitting in a coffee shop, scanning the room, looking to see who's looking at you, going on online dating websites, etc. These are all typical traits of people who struggle with the need to be validated. A lot of times, people who have low self-esteem and say, I'm no good, no one would want me, and I have to put up with this. These negative thoughts are very common, they say, and they have a big impact on why people stay in relationships that may not be good for them. To have a better understanding of what love addiction is, it is like a base of compulsion. The need for food, water, shelter, and sex. It is a drive. However, when overactive and interfering with life and relationships, it is viewed as an addiction. Though it is considered a less serious than other addictions, it should be duly noted that even though it is very considered harmful. Love addiction, validation addiction can be life-changing. It can be hard to dictate what determines when to be considered a love addict. Some factors are given, such as lack of nurturing environment when young, feeling excluded from parents or peers, hidden pain, rejection, lack of trust, and inner rage. All of these reasons contribute to the fact that a love addiction can be very harmful to the individual experiencing it. Another contributing factor can be the chemical in the body called feminininalia, PEA. Feminininalia is a chemical in the brain involved in the euphoria that comes with falling in love. Rise with feelings of infatuations, boosting euphoria and excitement. On a final note, an extremely powerful note, I'd like to discuss the redemption factors God can use people to bring healing to this illness. According to the Alban text, God's love for us is a dominant theme throughout Scripture. Because He loves us and He created us, and even though He knew we would corrupt ourselves, He assumed earthly forms, Jesus Christ, and to redeem our spiritual corruption and to make possible renewed communion with Him. This is an extremely powerful statement, for it clearly states healing through God. It should be added that God is all-powerful and that no addiction is too strong or too persuasive to not be healed. This kind of God given unconditional love. Love has no limits, no constraints or boundaries when you surrender to its life-giving current. Love addiction seems less serious than other forms of addiction, but the pain and trauma can all be the same when one knows more about the background of love addiction and its factors. There is a solution, though. Let me ask you this. If you constantly needed a person to tell you you had value and you were worthy enough, would you let it slide or would you take action? Thank you for listening.